Presenting our officials for this match. First referee, Mr. Lumer Pajarillo, National Referee. Second referee, Ms. Jocelyn Del Rosario, International Referee. Let's call on our starting lineup from our PETRO GAZZ Angels. Let's begin with our team captain with jersey number 17, Relea Ferina Saet. At number 8, Aiza Pontillas. Wearing jersey number 9, Mary Remy Joy Palma. At number 12, Myla Pablo. Wearing jersey number 13, Mar Jana Phillips. At number 19, Nicole Ann Tiamzon. Libero, number 18, Cien Mary Ariel Cruz. Head coach, Mr. Raul Ricafort. Calling on our Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Team captain wears jersey number 14, Isabel Beatriz De Leon. At number 1, Maria Lina Isabel Molde. Wearing jersey number 3, Maria Dina Isabella Wong. At number 9, Pauline Marie Gaston. Wearing jersey number 10, Katrina May Tolentino. And number 22, Cherry Rose Nunad. Libero, number 13, Denise Lazaro Revilla. Head coach, Mr. Oliver Alan Almagro. This match is held under the supervision and regulation.
All right, here we go. The starting lineups for the PETRO GAZZ Angels on your screens. Coming from that huge, emotional, happy win. The last time out, you know, it's the first time we see them, this conference at least, really find joy in that game. And they won that one, while the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, a bit of bump on the road in that third and fourth set. The reminders of that comeback loss against the Signal HD Spikers, but they pull it off in the end. A collective effort, obviously, and because of what they did, and because of what happened this morning and this afternoon, they put themselves in a position to make it to the semifinals in front of a shrieking crowd here at the arena, Neil.
It is a jam-packed Saturday here in the San Juan Arena. And again, we already have 3 teams na pasok sa semifinals. And the Army Lady Troopers are waiting in the wings to check the result of this game between the PETRO GAZZ Angels and the Choco Mucho Flying Titans.
That's the important thing. Thank you for saying that. Of course, Army is waiting for the result of this game. If Choco Mucho wins in 3 or 4, they will tow themselves and PLDT into the semifinals. So all the conversation the last 2 days was obviously with the 3 teams, PLDT, Army, and more so Choco Mucho because of the popularity of the team. This bodes so well for the PETRO GAZZ Angels, Neil. Nobody talking about us. Okay, we're coming off a good win. It's something that they can continue.
As you said a while ago, they can still play that spoilers game. As Kat Tolentino will score her first point here in this ball game.
That's the reason why I asked the pregame, Neil, about her recovery, because I think that will be crucial in this game. How will she kind of play in spurts in terms, because we know her, we see her. When she plays 100% all the time. 1-all. Phillips also played so well in that match the last time out against the Signal HD Spikers.
And just imagine, 4 players scored in double digits, everybody contributing to that win against Signal. And we've seen that a couple of times in their previous game that MJ Phillips would return to her natural position, which is the opposite. Pag medyo hindi sila nagkakaintindihan ni Chisait sa timing sa quick.
Tama. She scored 15 in that match. Rejection. She also played big in her comeback. We talk about Kat Tolentino. Of course, Des Cheng had a little bit of still conditioning problems in that match. But what about Cherry Lunag also in that last matchup, especially defensively?
Yeah, and we know that Aduke Ogansanya is out due to an injury, so
Right.
Cherry Lunag is stepping up big time for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans.
A pick up there by Tolentino. Gaston, cross. Cruz, sent back. Dikit sa net. But Cruz was there for coverage. Mababa para kay Pontillas, so she sends it over. Wong. Gaston. Long rally here. Wong saw that coming. Pauline will try for the cross. And she scores her first point of the match as we send it down to Alexis Tinsay.
An unforgettable comeback story. I asked Pauline Gaston how they overcame that 5-set win against PLDT last game, and she told me tiyaga at believe sa isa't isa ang bumuhat sa kanila hanggang sa dulo at hanggang sa overtime. And this is to be translated to today's crucial match, as this is the last day of eliminations. What makes Bongay proud is how complete they feel when they are with each other, celebrating their wins and learning from defeats. Not individually, but as one. Expect them to give their all, just like this point in set 1.
And it was so obvious, Alexis, in that match. They were just happy that they were all together. I think, win or lose in that match, Neil, they were happy that they were playing, you know, more than what, 8-9 players in that match.
That was an emotional win
Super.
for Choco Mucho, and now they're starting off on the right foot. And they establish a 3-point lead against the PETRO GAZZ Angels.
Cherry Lunag had so many service errors in that previous game, and I'm sure she wants to bounce back from her poor serving from that match, despite, of course, the 10 points that she got.
Choco Mucho also had 4 players score in double digits in their game against PLDT. Molde had 11, Kat had 27, and Bea with Cherry Lunag produced 20 points altogether.
Oh, 10 each, ano? Lot of service errors in that game, so I'm sure that's something that Coach O is going to be working on. Good first ball. Set back. Reverse. That's a point for PETRO GAZZ as Pontillas, who continues to amaze this conference and the open conference that you and I, Neil, covered also. Nagpapatuloy yung magandang laro. Sinabi ko yun dun sa last coverage eh. Okay yung may magandang conference, pero yung pag nadikitan pa ng pangalawa, pangatlo, even better.
And Pontillas brought a different ball game in that win against Signal HD, tallying 19 points, and she had the most attempts in terms of attacks, 44 attempts, and she was able to convert 19 of them.
That's a great play. Tolentino puts it away for a 2-point lead.
And I'm sure one of the game plans of the PETRO GAZZ Angels is to lock down on Kat Tolentino in that opposite spiker position. And they can actually get good touches because they have good middle blockers in Remy Palma and MJ Phillips.
Right. Service ace. 3-point lead. To the delight of the Rebisco followers and the Mr. Jonathan Nang also in attendance. Kanina pa yan eh, no? Umaga, who was here. Of course, for the Creamline victory over Army. Pontillas returned. Pablo finds the cross. You know, PETRO GAZZ is not going to be a team that will fold from a crowd because they've battled in championship games against, let's say, a more popular Creamline team before. So hindi na sila, kumbaga, fazed by situation like this.
And this is their last game of the conference.
Yeah.
Of course, you would want to end this with a win kahit nasabihin natin di na kayo pasok dun sa semifinals.
And back-to-back pa in case mangyari, ano? She stepped on the line, I believe.
That will be an illegal attack for Kat Tolentino. You cannot step on the attack line if you're in the back row.
So the 3-point lead down to 1. That is out. Technical timeout. Choco Mucho ahead. We will be back here on One Sports. Back inside Volleyball Central, you saw Sir Rolly of Choco Mucho. His team ahead by 2, 8-6. I have to ask you, Neil, pala. I don't know if you've been in the situation where Choco Mucho is not right now, that you don't not only have to win, you have to win in 3 or 4 sets. Obviously, that's not up to you only. Your opponent will not allow that. How do you approach something like that as a player?
Well, as a player, we already know the technicalities naman even before we start the game. But of course, the first goal is to win. Regardless of how many sets, the goal is to win.
Okay.
Because if you put additional pressure on yourself, paminsan hindi mo pa nailalabas yung laro mo eh.
Right.
So right now, they just have to focus one set at a time so that they can complete that goal of winning in 3 to 4 sets.
And then in the context pa of Choco Mucho has not played healthy the whole conference, and they're still fighting for a semi seat. Even if they win in 5, I bet they'll feel good about themselves after all of the health issues that they've encountered. But of course, they would love to win in 3 or 4. And that will help their cause. Remy Palma sending it to the net. Coach Ricafort. Retzel Sultones. Speaking of health issues, this conference, last conference, so unfortunate. She was playing so well in last conference also, till we got to the finals where she got injured. PDL with a sharp serve. MJ with the left hand. Overpass. That is in.
Power tip works for MJ Phillips. But I also noticed that Bang Pineda is not on the floor.
You're right. See, I
for
know.
the Petro GAZZ Angels, and she did a splendid job against Signal HD, tallying 25 excellent digs out of 39 attempts.
Interesting. It's Cian Cruz who's there on the floor and starting. Let's see. There's a somebody got injured. Pakamina tinidor, as we say. That's Dina Wong. At her thumb. Neil, you don't have straight fingers anymore. Tell me, right? We don't have. When you play volleyball for many years, at least 1 or 2 of your fingers just not.
And that's all part of the game.
Right.
Even in training, it happens.
Exactly.
That's not something new for these players on the floor.
9-8 is our score. Molde. Pablo digging. Wong. Wow, what a dig by Cruz. Counter attack here. And another one sa balikan na naman tayo. Kat, mababa yung pasa. Run and gun. Pumreno pa si MJ Phillips.
Has developed a lot of variations in terms of her offense.
She did this play. I was talking to Iris Tolinado the last time. She did this play around 3 or 4 times towards the end. And it worked at least 3 times. That little run from the center going to the slide position. Good dig by Pablo. Oh, Tolentino And Molde, miscommunication. Lamang na Petro GAZZ, Neil.
Kat was already there, ready to pick that up. This is where communication will always play in.
Tight one here in the first. Portillas will do the honors to get this rally started. Overpass, but Gaston gets it back. Molde had to adjust. Chi will open to Tiamzon. Chi will go for the second ball put away, and yung balik ni Cherry Nunag gets them the score.
Side acknowledges that mistake. Dahil ang nakatoka sa center would always be the second ball. Nicole Tiamzon was ready to pick that up. She could have transitioned to an attack option for the PETRO GAZZ Angels.
Tina Wong. Chi back to the run and gun. Oh, sinungkit. Nandun si Tenten sa likod. Again, always tough, no, Neil?
Sometimes as a blocker, nakikita mo naman that you can get it, but it actually disrupts the defensive pattern sa likuran mo pag sinusungkit mo yung mga bolang ganyan.
Hence the phrase in our trainings and practice, trust the coverage, especially if your coverage is that girl.
And we talked about Bang Pineda a while ago. What about
grabe.
Lazaro Revilla? 22 out of 44 in digs, 23 out of 41 in reception.
Including a football move. And in play yung football niya.
This is a tight ball game we're having for PETRO GAZZ. The key to victory would really be that same distribution that they had against the Signal HD Spikers.
Molde serves. Good first ball. That is in, says the linesman.
That's the tallest blocking formation for Choco Mucho with Tolentino and Nunag guarding the net. So Myla Pablo would need to target the right hand of Kat Tolentino to get it off the hands of the blockers.
Drops on the line. 1 point lead. Palitan lang niya lamang dito. Phillips ahead of everybody. Oy!
What a smart set from Chisa, and she identified the smallest blocker in the formation of Choco Mucho and gave MJ Phillips a high ball para maabot niya yung bola ng highest peak.
There's nothing you can do about that. It's a perfect set, perfect approach, and a perfect finish for Kat Tolentino.
That's the expectation for Kat, to be able to bring monster numbers for the Flying Titans.
We were robbed of a Kat Tolentino Tots Carlos matchup at the Mall of Asia Arena when she was out. Pablo rejected, and a 2-point lead for Choco Mucho.
Choco Mucho has been getting a lot of good defensive touches so far here in this first set. So the PETRO GAZZ Angels need to work on their coverage so that they can run their own transition offense.
Luna gets us going for this rally. First set. That sails out. She had a lot of that in the previous match.
That's the second unforced error for Cherry Nunag on the service line.
Oh. Saik will get us going for this rally with a 1-point deficit. Wong chasing. Gaston still scoring. How about Gaston stepping up here the last couple of games for them too? Stepping up also when nobody was available to play. She's in good shape, great health, and played all positions in her career already.
Descheng is not yet 100% in terms of conditioning. So Pongay really needs to work hard for Choco Mucho.
Den could not get to it.
They have been targeting Bonga and Gaston in terms of blocking. Talking about the PetroGAZZ Angels. And most of the balls na dinadala ni Chisa dyan, nako-convert into points.
One-point lead. Giveaway to PetroGAZZ. But they get it back on the counter. And they go to Gaston. Cruz. Palma in, says the linesman.
Palma targeting the line on that tower tip. And we are tied again at 15.
First point for Rem. Just knew where the opening was. Yes, definitely. Majority of that line caught. Gaston with the receive. Tolentino. Giveaway. Chance ball. De Leon scores. The energy and intensity of PVL also in the last game was tremendous. Today, they're in the lead by 1, 16-15. Ivy Laxina, if I'm not mistaken, walking into the venue. All part of what she's preparing for the national team, the AVC. That's coming up real close also. She makes her way to her seat in this highly anticipated and exciting ball game between the CHOCO MUCHO Flying Titans and the PetroGAZZ Angels. Boom Gonzalez, Neil Flores, Alexis Tinsay. The coverage for this third game. Remy Palma with her second point.
Power tips have been effective for Remy Palma. This time she goes for a spike.
All. Open. Oh, and again, Tolentino and Gaston in between them. Phillips with already 5 points in this match.
That was the third miscommunication for the CHOCO MUCHO Flying Titans on their defense pattern.
17, serving 16 now. First set action. Must win for CHOCO in 3 or 4 sets. Open. Molde, that's too high. Pontillas is denied. She tries again. Wong digging. Molde. Jumps on, will send it over, and it's sent back. Pontillas gets the step. Nauna na eh. Kita mo na, no, Neil?
And Benelan was just so late to cover that hole na naiwan ni Isa Molde in the blocking.
Binabaan ng konti ni Chi yung pitik. Which enabled Pontillas to get ahead of the blockers. They're ahead by 2.
Hindi pwede palagay-lagay ang bola. 3 spikers yung kalaban eh. So babalik sa atin, 3 yan. So So, don't matter may cover sa atin. Ang importante, may take out yung area. Eh, nilalagay mo lang yung bola. Hindi tayo nakaka-atake eh. God, how many times? We have to call out on defense. Don't look at the defense here. It's only here eh. It's not here.
Small goals, get to 20.
Come on.
Small goals, get to 20.
Hindi na activate, activate. Go,
Hey,
go.
Titan, right!
What did you get from that timeout, Neil?
A lot.
Okay.
So Coach Oliver is looking for harder hits from his wars here in set number 1 dahil hindi nga pwedeng palagay-lagay lang because the defense of PetroGAZZ is very steady and they have hard hitters on the front line right now with Pontillas leading the charge. But you also have MJ Phillips and he was also asking Dina Wong to activate the middle blockers para kahit papano makakuha sila ng single block dun sa wings.
Tagal-tagal na rin, ano? Molde is low on that one. The lead is now at 3, and it's a luxury in this kind of a match. Des Cheng will move in for Isa Molde. Referee Lumer Pajarillo had something to say to PVL as the lead is now 3. PetroGAZZ not willing to give anything here. Des is asking for it. And she gets it.
Instant point for Des Cheng. Just the proper placement.
Yun eh, no? Hindi malakas eh.
But Choco Mucho needs to polish that first ball because right now, most of the balls are exclusively going to the left pin. And as much as Dina Wong wants to activate the middle blocker, hindi umaabot yung pasa sa kanya.
Lead is 2. It's good serve. Tiamzon. Chance here. But over ball. And Phillips has been the most productive GAZZ Angel with 6 points.
He is the tallest blocker on the floor right now. And every time she goes up for a gift, it's like 95 to 99% a sure point for the PetroGAZZ Angels.
Lead is back to 3. Make that 2 again. So we are inching closer to the end of the first set. A crucial set. Maddie, of course, has been present and in uniform too. A moral support, big boost just from an appearance, eye test. Phillips continues to shine with 7 points on 7 or 6 attacks and a block.
Isa really milking MJ Phillips on that slide attack. And ang taas ng percentage of conversion ni MJ Phillips, lalo na pag ibabaw siya pumalo dun sa blockers ng Choco Mucho.
That's a good play, an adjustment by Wong. I didn't know whether she was going to go for it, but she left it up for Cherry Nuna.
These are the sets that you have to save. Because most of the time, may sumasabay na isang blocker from your opponent if they would think na mag-1-2 play yung setter.
Yes, yes, yes. She sold that well, didn't she? Des. Den was there. Gaston. Pablo cross-court.
What an angle from Mayna Pablo. Getting past all the defenders of Choco Mucho in that last sequence. Naiwasan niya yung double block. And nalampasan din niya yung depensa ni Denden Lazaro Revilla.
Umilag si Pauline. Thinking that Den would get it. 3-point lead maintained by PetroGAZZ.
Open, magagabitin bola, we have to read. Tama ang pwesto, pero hindi tayo nag-expect na darating sa atin ang bola. Now, sa block again. Sa block, masyado natin nire-reach too high. Kaya tayo ang layo ng inaabot natin. Mababa lang yung bola. Dito na dumadaan, girls. So, dito na dumadaan. So, we have to step up. Again.
MJ Phillips, the star of the first set for the PetroGAZZ Angels. Choco Mucho fans right now at the edge of their seats because they're down by 3. Gaston puts a little into that. That's a tight set. Denise was there. They open up to Gaston again. This time, she doesn't go cross court.
Bongay Gaston changing things up. She was against a single blocker in Chisaet.
Great decision. Regina Rocha.
A defensive substitution
The
for the Flying
sweepers,
Titans.
To serve and sweep for Cocho. Good first ball. It's not over.
This is a crucial first set, especially for Choco Mucho. Again, the pressure is on their side as they have to win in 3 to 4 sets. And for PetroGAZZ, you see them, they're relaxed. And whatever happens, they just want to win this game.
Coach Ricofort's now time to call a timeout.
Same pa rin yan. Pwede pa rin sa gilid. Same play lang, okay lang. Basta huwag mo lang madaliin yung kayo. Transition na, kunin nyo muna yung 5 pag walang pasa. Ha? Kahit nakapwesto kayo, gagalawan nyo pa rin pag gumilit-gilit.
Okay.
Ha? Wala.
Sige.
Pumasa muna, pumasa muna.
One point at a time. Let's go. PetroGAZZ. You need
No changes on offense for the squad of Coach Rodrigo Fort, but he will be asking for a better execution of that last play that was unsuccessful.
So Rolly Delfino of Choco Mucho in attendance here as his team is hanging on behind by a point. Arocha will continue to serve. Let's see what happens in this rally. Safe serve. Good first ball. Pablo soars. Good timeout by Coach Rob.
And better execution for the PetroGAZZ Angels.
Zayed serving. Well, has been a great server all throughout her career. Ganda ng benta ni BDL doon, Neil.
And that was the hit that Coach Oliver was asking for from Isa Molde a while ago.
Especially if you got BDL selling it like that. One-on-one. Gaston puts it away. 1-point lead. Nervous serve. Chance here for Choco Mucho. They go back to Pongay, cross court. Pontillas denied. Good reaction by BDL. Gaston na naman. Block touch. And we're all tied up at 23.
And this is just the preliminary round of the Invitational Conference. Wala pa tayo sa semifinals.
5 points for Pauline to back up the 7 of Tolentino. I didn't even realize Tolentino already had 7 right away. But it's MJ Phillips also on the other side. Faulty. And a chance for Choco Mucho to take the lead. And it is in the hands of PDL. Listen to this crowd.
Good setting by Dina Wall. Going to be De Leon when you least expect it.
Tabang, no?
They convert that big quick play as they get to 24 points first against the PetroGAZZ Angels.
That is a gutsy set.
Ha? Binubutol ko lang yung momentum. Kailangan pa sa ngayon. Gagaan na konti yan.
It's not over. Let's go. Be patient.
Neil, we are in the middle of a 5-1 Choco Mucho run. Because PetroGAZZ was ahead by 2 earlier.
It's easier for Choco Mucho to predict the sets of Chisaet pag hindi umaabot yung pasa nila dun sa front line. And Kat is doing a very good job here in the service line. Pero advantage ang Petrogas Angels. They will attack the defense of the Flying Titans in this rally.
Sila Opensa, they also trying to ice Cat a little bit. So let's see what happens. Set point, Choco Mucho. Cheap. Nice play! What a play by Petrogas!
Milo Pago has been working with a lot of sharp cross-court angles. Tansyado.
From the right side, from the left side kanina, right side naman ngayon, definitely in extension time for set 1. And Gretchen Sultones will come in to serve. What a timeout by Coach Rodrigo for 2. Good first ball. She saw that coming. That's low. Second set point for Choco Mucho.
Bonus point for Choco Mucho. That wasn't the best of times to go to a 1-2 play.
But they got a point out of it, and that's what matters. Pauline Gaston now.
Miss Duday Gaston, that's the mom of Pongi Gaston in attendance.
Nervous moments here. Pick up by Sultones. Pontillas again! She will not be denied! Woman who's seen it all, done it all.
Upper once,
Bilis.
you can't stop her twice.
Ang bilis nung ikot ng kamay. I really am amazed with that flick of the wrist that has been there since, you know, college days. 25 all. Cheng. Saet back to Pontillas. Denden was there. They save it. What will she do? Pontillas again. Revilla. Cheng. Nakalusot. But it's still alive. Tolentino with a push. Tiamzon. Overpass. Pontillas. What an effort by Choco Mucho. Phillips puts it away and takes the set point. What a rally.
MJ Phillips with a 0 tempo quick attack against a single lady block.
So many incredible individual efforts here in one play. But it ends with the 8th point of Marjana Phillips. Set point now shifting to the GAZZ Angels. That is out! Everybody's a victim of nerves, Neil. There's no exception.
Nasa first set pa lang po tayo, hindi po kayo nagkakamali.
Ako hindi ako nagreklamo. I bet the fans are loving this one. This is what we love. It's what we live for. 26 all. 2 set points by Choco Mucho, 1 for Petrogas. She goes back to MJ. Des. Reverse. Pontillas puts it away.
What a put away from Aiza Maizo Pontillas with authority.
5th point. And more importantly, their 2nd set point. Look at that wrist action.
It gets faster and stronger.
How is she doing that still now, really? Tolentino. It's another illegal attack. And Petrogas will take set number 1 on an attacking error for Choco Mucho. 28-26. We'll explain what happens when we come back. Crazy first set between the PetroGAZZ Angels. Trying to salvage some pride here in the Invitational Conference. While the CHOCO MUCHO Flying Titans still trying to get a semis seat. All right, as we look at the first set highlights, Neil, take us through, you know, some of the great sequences here in set number 1. And of course, at the end at 28-26 for PetroGAZZ, what does that mean?
There were a lot of good exchanges from both of our teams, but this is where the veterans' experience come into play.
Tama.
Chisa and Aiza Maizo Pontillas taking charge. In
No
the
panic,
part
no?
of that first set, and now the PetroGAZZ Angels will push the CHOCO MUCHO Flying Titans into a tight corner. Look at the numbers, 22 attacks.
Wow.
Compared to the 14 of CHOCO MUCHO. That's pretty much the story in set number 1.
So what does this mean for CHOCO MUCHO, especially for the ones who did not see our pre-game conversation?
Now for CHOCO MUCHO, they have to win the next 3 sets if they want to enter the next round of competition. If they lose this set, the Black Mamba Army Lady Troopers will secure the number 4 seed, and they will be the ones proceeding to our semis.
If they lose this set, of course, for CHOCO MUCHO, the way to really feel good about it is still to win in 5.
Yeah.
They will not make the semis, but they will finish with a win, which, in context, again, with everything that has happened to them this conference, I'm sure that would make them feel good, but definitely would make them feel better to go to the semis. Boom Gonzalez, Neil Flores, Alexis Tinsay is downstairs roaming this jam-packed Volleyball Central, the Phil Oil, Eco Oil Arena. Phillips with the 8 points. At the end, it was Pontillas, but she also had a hand in it, while Kat Tolentino with 7 points. A couple of illegal attacks para kay Kat Tolentino. Gaston with great backup points, Neil with 6 of her own.
Every time Kat Tolentino is in the back row, it's up to Pongay Gaston to score most of the points for CHOCO MUCHO.
PDL will do the honors for this rally. You're watching us on One Sports Plus. Of course, on Signal Play, for those who are taking the game with you wherever you are going. Thank you very much for checking us out and watching this preliminary game, match number 21 of the Invitational Conference. Pablo rolls it to the other side. That's a legal attack. That's too open, too good of a gift, especially with the way she's playing today and the last game.
9 points already under her name, talking about MJ Phillips.
When you see MJ Phillips lose and just, you know, not overthinking the game. You see how effective she really is. Oh, beautiful attack for the 7th point for Pauline.
He's at that advantage. Pagkaharap niya si Chisa and Ongay was successful in hitting it in between the blockers of the PetroGAZZ Angels.
Cap. Pablo goes down the line. That's out. Nobody touching it. So that's a point for Choco Mucho as we go down to Alexis Tinsay.
Do not count us out. Iyan ang paalala ni PetroGAZZ Angel Remy Palma sa kanilang presensya ngayon na patuloy sila nagbibigay ng magandang laban given that they won over an undefeated team last game and now they won this set 1. Tinatanong ng mga tako, bakit ngayon lang lumabas ang galing ng PetroGAZZ? Sagot ni Remy, it's not about the timing, it's about the journey. Lahat na napagdaanan nila ay learning points for the next conference. For the Angels, a win is a win and a loss is God's will for more growth and potential in the next coming days. Let's go back to set 2.
There are only things that we can, draw in terms of conclusions, or we can speculate whether there are a lot of other things that go on. We're not in training with these girls, with the players, so there's so many things that we don't know as fans and even as broadcasters. But that's why when we had Aiza earlier sa pregame, we wanted to concentrate on the positives, the learnings of this season. All champion teams go through ups and downs, and that's what they're going through right now, while Choco Mucho wants to be a champion still here in the PVL. And right now they are in the lead still by 1 in the second set.
The trio of PetroGAZZ is just unstoppable. MP Phillips, Aiza Maizo Pontillas, and Myla Pablo.
Still no Bang Pineda today. It's all been Cian Cruz. Cat will try again. Den.
Perfect dig from Lazaro Revilla.
Kaya lang mababa yung hatid ni Isa Molde. So we're tied at 4 as the bench, including Ate Janelle, of course. Alternate setter for PetroGAZZ.
Isa Molde is still trying to find her range in terms of attacks.
Second ball. Cat will send it over. Then again with the effort. And again with a free ball, our PetroGAZZ. Palma will get this one. They're making it look simple here in the last few points.
Choco is successful in defending, but they can't seem to run their transition offense. And they were forced to give up a free ball dito sa PetroGAZZ Angels that allowed Remy Palma to score off that slide attack.
That's her 3rd point, unofficially here on our scoreboard. Again, Revilla with coverage. That's wide, so they give up 4 straight points, Neil. That's a 4-0 run from being up 4-2.
Des Cheng will come back in as she replaces Isa Molde.
Getting a pep talk from Coach O right now, right on the bench. Again, of course, they've welcomed back Des Cheng, but not yet 100% physically. Sent back. Jumps on. Oh, what effort by Pontillas. PetroGAZZ really looking fluid right now, offense and defense. "5-0 run.
Masyadong mataas yung drop ball ni Tina Wong in that last sequence. PetroGAZZ has established a 3-point lead against the Flying Titans.
Taking the life out of this venue, which obviously has a predominantly Choco Mucho crowd. That's what PLDT did in sets 3 and 4 of the last game. Tiamzon. Quick reaction there by Choco Mucho on the counter-attack.
Yes, Cheng will try to really uplift the spirits of Choco Mucho.
The recruits of Coach O lead us down to 2.
Another unforced.
It's a jam-packed Oil arena, but it's been quiet the last few points because PetroGAZZ has taken over this game, stealing, you can say, pretty much stealing that first set. Kasi lamang yung Choco Mucho in that first set, diba? And then we went through an extension. They won 28-26. 2 set points already for Choco Mucho in that set. And now they're down 3. Another chance here for PetroGAZZ to attack, and they have been so good in transition.
You know you're in trouble when you see the PetroGAZZ Angels going to that double quick. May back quick na nga na left-hander na ayos na may Zucontillas. Then you also have a towering MJ Phillips.
Oo nga, no?
So when that happens, talagang single block lang yung makukuha ng PetroGAZZ.
And again, it's just Chisai really conducting so well today. Lumer Pajarillo waiting for the technical table to give the go signal. What a job by Coach Rodrigo Fort here the last couple of games. You got to give him credit. He's been an active coach too for the PetroGAZZ Angels. No Arnold Lanyog there right now. No. Jerry as Palma. Parang natagalan kasi siya dun sa likod. Tagal niya naghintay. He got iced. She got iced rather.
But they still have 3 points.
Yeah.
Nakalamangan against Choco Mucho.
Okay, so schematically or tactically, Neil, what are you seeing that PetroGAZZ is doing better, and what does Choco need to do other than stop MJ Phillips?
Compared to Choco Mucho, again, it's the balanced ball distribution of Chisai. And she's trying her best to give single blockers to her attackers.
Right.
That's why mas mataas yung conversion nila. And that's why they tallied 22 attack points in set number 1.
If you're Choco Mucho, what kind of adjustments do you have to make?
For Choco Mucho, number 1, they have to be steady in passing. And every time they get a successful dig, they should try their best to be able to get that point. Kasi kadalasan, free ball yung napupunta sa PetroGAZZ.
Good in transition in that one. Kat Tolentino has been quiet as of late. Is there any way they can activate her more?
Yeah, this is the time that we will be looking for the services of Kat. Sometimes, too much of one thing is bad. So, sinasabi natin na masyado silang nagre-rely kay Kat at some games.
Right.
But at this point, they do
Kailangan.
need the numbers from Kat Tolentino.
Especially with, again, what's at stake. And you did, you know, that's the reason why we asked her also in the pregame, you know, about conditioning. And she did address it. She just said that she just tried her best to recover as much as she could, eat as much as she could. Because it is a factor, especially after bumuhat talaga siya in the last game. Cheng scoring with the help of the net.
And they will celebrate that lucky point.
You'll take it.
They're still playing catch-up, talking about the Flying Titans.
Medyo the energy has gone down a little bit, just a tad bit for Choco Mucho here. I'm sure PetroGAZZ has a lot to do with that, sucking the life out of the crowd. Pablo. Oh, gets a point. Off the hands. 8 points for Pablo. 5 for Patillas. They are led by 11 from MJ Phillips, all from the distribution of Chisai.
Judgment call on the part of Cherry Nunag to go up for that block dahil break ball na yun eh. Sometimes binibitawan na so that you can get a good dig.
Portillas easily digging that one. Free ball. Wong. Nalunod si Cherry. Was it the set? Was it her approach?
That was a little bit high, but medyo alanganin din kasi yung pantalon ni Gina Wong.
And the face of Coach O says it all. He's looking at the bench. This is the biggest lead of either team. No, at 5 right now as Pablo unable to score on that one. Over ball. Choco Mucho gets one.
PETRO GAZZ is starting to actually pull away in terms of score.
Yeah, at 5, bumaba sa 4 after this one. Double substitution for Coach O. Jem Ferrer will come in, and Kate Veray.
The spark plug. Kate Veray always effective every time she's subbed in for Choco Mucho.
And has been big in the absence of Kat Tolentino, Des Cheng at the time when they were only playing 9 players. They need a spark. They need a shot in the arm, as they say. Palma! Jem Ferrer says she didn't touch it. Lugar Parahilio said she did.
Mucho will be contesting that call, but it will stick.
It will
That's
stick.
a 5-point lead for the PETRO GAZZ Angels.
She went for the swing, but did she touch it? What did you see? Too fast, eh, no? Parang bilis.
Masyadong mabilis, even in our angle. Mahirap makita.
So it's back to a 5-point lead. Veray scoring. Double on Palmas.
And as I said, instant point from Kate Veray.
Yung dalawang pumasok. Jem Ferrer to Kate Veray. They attack the receive of Pontillas. Chance ball, down 4. Good dig there by Saet. Pablo on the counter-attack. Going down the line again. 14-10. PETRO GAZZ, if they win this set, they kill the chances of the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, and they award Black Mamba Army the semis seat, the 4th one. (15-10). Veray with a cross-court. Cross-court din para kay Pontillas. Bump set. Miscom.
They've had a lot of that from the first set pa lang.
You're right.
Hindi nagkakaintindihan yung mga defenders ng Choco Mucho.
At the very least, we've seen 4 instances already. 6-point lead for PETRO GAZZ. The road to the PBA starts here. Tutukan ng PBA D-League Aspirants 2022 sa One Sports at PBA Rush. Gusto mo bang malaman ang latest happening sa sports? Dito lang tayo sa nag-iisang go-to tambayan ng lahat. Like, follow us on social media. That's One Sports PHL on all social media platforms. 16-11 for the PETRO GAZZ Angels, looking for back-to-back wins to end their campaign and end it on a positive note. Terry Nunat. Chance here for Choco Mucho. Cheng. Good blocking by Petrogas. Bump set. Cruz digging up. Ontillas again. This is the Petrogas that we know that did not show up in the first few games here in the Invitational, and now they're showing what they really are all about. It's unfortunate that they won't be able to make the next phase.
Okay. Now, lalo na, nakikita nyo naman eh. Kaya itong mga, look, yung those who are nagbablock dito, huwag mo na kayo manggaling dito. Alam nyo may tao dito lumalabas eh. So we have to move a little and then swing block. Naintindihan? Hindi tayo nag-swing block. That's why mababa yung reach natin. Nakikita yung kamay na nalilate yung middle. You have to swing block. We have to swing block. And then, perimeter defense, manggaling muna sa dulo. And then, tsaka tayo forward. Naintindihan?
So, isa-isa ha?
Yes.
You can do this,
Keep
yes.
on attacking. Don't worry. Keep on attacking. Keep on attacking.
You can do it. Yes, Titan. Right.
17-11 for the Petrogas Angels. Ahead one set. Ahead 6 points. Rachel Cabales of Petrogas in attendance as their team looking good here. Two teams that are coming from big emotional wins on different days. Tight. Oh, Cheng still won that.
Yes, Cheng salvaging that point for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. They're still down by 5. Still a long road ahead for the Flying Titans if they still want to keep their hopes alive for that semis berth.
Again, just to sound like a broken record, Choco Mucho needs to win in 3 or 4 sets to take the 4th and final semi seat. So if they lose this set, that's it for their campaign, but not for the game. They can still win the game, but the semis will go to Army and PLDT. How about the job that PLDT also has done in this conference? We have to mention that. Really turning it around for themselves. PVL looking to turn around their fortunes here. Five-point deficit. Good reaction by Cheng. Oh, and Viray could not get it over.
That's not her specialty. That's Scott Tolentino's specialty, talking about that pipe attack. And that's why we see this double substitution being made.
They have stymied Kat Tolentino here, reduced to 7 points so far. Started off really well, but since then has not gotten herself going. What is it that Petrogas has done to do this to Kat?
For sure, that's their main goal in today's game, to limit the numbers of Kat Tolentino. And they try to do that by targeting her on the serve pag nasa likod siya, para walang pipe attack. Pag nasa harapan naman siya, they're just disrupting the reception of Choco Mucho, kaya hindi rin siya masyadong nabibigyan ng bola.
Not helped, of course, she made also a couple of attacking errors by stepping on the attack line from the back. 14 serving 19. Chance ball. Pablo will attack still. Tolentino will send it over. Phillips has been having a field day. Talk about efficiency today, grabe.
The Petrogas Angels are really targeting yung mga end line ng backcourt ng Choco Mucho. So yung sweeper ng Flying Titans, kailangan mas tama yung posisyon. And that was already talked about during the timeout of Coach Oliver. May nakabantay naman sa crosscourt but we can't seem to get an answer dun sa mga down-the-line hits ng Petrogas.
Ganda ng hatak ni Lunag doon, which freed up Pauline Caston for the put-away. Here it is. There you go. One blocker to beat. All distracted by Cherry Nunag's approach. Even in that approach, you have to be convincing. Bump set, Pablo. Kat just not getting herself going. But Wong saving that possession.
Now the lead is down to 4.
Six was the biggest lead of the set. Gaston, cross court. 3-0 run.
And proper placement, just enough force to expose that donut hole in the middle of the defense of the PetroGAZZ Angels.
Wow, ganda nung cut ni Pauline dun. The wrist, you saw it.
Wala bang nilayin yung Gaston, di ba? Kaya lang yung open sa harap. Forward kayo. Diyan, sa loob. Sa loob ng line.
Litan natin yung ano, sa akin yung court.
Litan nyo na lang. Kasi puro bawal sa ibabaw. Ha? Pinat ko lang ha. Kailangan basta pagbalik ha. Go, 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 go. Para makikipagsi.
Guys, endgame! PetroGAZZ Angels!
Aldrich Fort just trying to halt the momentum for the 3-0 run for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, fighting for their semi-final lives. 17 serving 20. Kat Tolentino will go to the back. Villa talking to Lumer Pajarillo. Okay. Oh, shaking his head. He knows the job. It's going to be a tough one here. Not impossible, but it's tough. Kat Tolentino has been waiting to serve. Now we're ready to resume play. Good first pass. Sets up that attack. Again, a great timeout by Coach Rodrigo Fort.
Again, it was a great set from Chisay. And nalito talaga yung blockers ng Choco Mucho. Chisay giving it to Myla Pablo.
Then going down the line where it was wide open. They restore some order there. That's in. Gaston now leading Choco Mucho with 10 points on 10 attacks unofficially.
He has become the hottest hand for Lina Wong right now.
Lead is still at 3. Podillas from behind. Cheng times it. Goes cross court. It gets back to the Choco Mucho side. Nunag is blocked. Ooh, that is clutch.
Great read from the defense of the PetroGAZZ Angels. Double block established against Cherry Nunag in that last sequence. And actually, Myla Pablo got that block.
Final timeout by Coach O here.
Tina, you have to utilize Kat. This is the time now that you have to call Kat and utilize her. She has to attack. Wala siyang groove eh. Wala yung groove niya eh. Naintindihan? Tama yung ginagawa mo. Pasukan mo lang ng pasukan. Now, we need the right decision. Let's go ha. We need the right decision here. Now, pag nasa atin ang bola, kailangan natin umatak. Cleanly cover tayo. Nakakapuntos tayo pag aggressive tayo sa attack. Huwag tayong manghula.
It's better, girls. It's better. Puso lang. Hey, Titan!
We're pleading now to get Kat involved here. She's been stuck at 7 points. (22 serving 18). It does have a feeling, Neil, here in the venue that it's like a final set Good first ball. Cheng. Kitang-kita ni Saet. Pontillas. Rejected.
Choco Mucho still alive here in set number 2.
This venue is so packed, Neil. Kahit yung daanan ng tao at hagdanan ay puno na. When we were trying to get to our position,
Yeah.
no? It's so full of people. We're waiting to explode here as their team is down by 3. A lot of them at least. The fans of Choco Mucho. Kat again for the 3rd time. Steps on that attack line.
She can't seem to find her groove. Sabi nga ni Coach, nanlamig na. And the confidence is just different. It feels different every time you see Kat go for that approach. Yup, that was a clear illegal attack for the Flying Titans.
And it seems like she's constantly adjusting also to the set. Hindi pa masyado malinis para sa kanya. Denden as usual. The lead is 4. Revilla again. Tolentino this time a better look. One more. Wong. Cheng. Rejected, but Revilla is there. Confusion on the Petrogas side. Wong. Sa gitna naman binigay. And BDL on the second jump.
Bea De Leon not giving up on that play. That's why you have to be quick on your feet if you are a middle blocker, because sometimes the rallies would require you to go for double jump.
Down 3. Petrogas 2 points away, and a timeout is called by Coach Rico Fort.
Duluhan naman. Harap naman si Nang. Tulungan niya na kay Kat. Kasi duluhan na tayo, puro single na naman yung single. Ha? Huwag na kayo mapeke doon sa nang-establish. Pero pag binatawan, react na doon kay Kat. Ha? Hinigil ko lang ha. Gagaan ng serve ha. Wala kayo agad. Go.
Petrogas ahead by 3 and 2 points away from killing the hopes of Choco Mucho from advancing to the semis. Boom Gonzalez, Nino Flores at your service. Live on One Sports. Wong gets us going for this rally. Chi with a one hand. And set point courtesy of the 14th point of Marjana Phillips.
Big game for MJ Phillips.
I gotta give credit to Coach Rico Fort also, and those timeouts have been so good for him. Every time, no, merong nangyayaring maganda para sa kanila.
What about that one-handed set from Chi Saet?
Yeah, definitely. Set point. 24-20. 4 set points. Wong. Cheng scores. Saves 1.
Yes, Cheng got a little bit of help from the tip of the net to get one past the defense of Petrogas.
Speaking of Cheng, hindi humabol. Papasok sana nila si Janelle Cheng sa kabila. Coach Rico Fort sends her back to the bench. Cheng digging. And that's it. The Petrogas Angels take set number 2 and in effect eliminating the Choco Mucho Flying Titans from semi-final contention, and that means Army Black Mamba will join PLDT, Signal, and Creamline in the semi-finals. But we have set number 3 still when we come back. 28-26 for Petrogas, 25-21. It's too much Petrogas so far. They have not won the match, but they have definitely made some fans sad here at the arena, the Philoil Eco Oil Arena, as Choco Mucho try to salvage this match by coming back to win it. But tell us about that second set. It was a little more convincing than that first na kung saan humabol lang sila, Neil.
We have to give it to the Petrogas Angels. They brought their A-game today against the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. And this is the Petrogas that we missed in the first few games of competition. Chisaet again doing a splendid job distributing the ball, getting a lot of single blocks for the attackers in that set number 2. Mas lumamang pa nga yung atake ng Choco Mucho, 16-14. But they just committed a lot of miscommunication errors.
Then attacking errors also, couple there. Petrogas with their veterans. Yun na nga sabi natin, no? Hindi natitinag Neil with a kind of atmosphere like this. Again, nobody talking about them. Attention was solely on their opponent. They're playing with no pressure and they're playing loose and they look like it. They look like that team that has won a championship, that has battled Creamline in the finals a few times. They wanted Chisaet in the post-game interview when she was a player of the game the last time, said they just want to focus on the positives. Isa Puntilla said the same thing in the pre-game with us earlier, and they're playing like it. They're playing with so much joy and spirit, looseness, something we did not see at the start of this Invitational. Meantime, Choco Mucho Flying Titans, after their first game in the Invitational, has basically been playing incomplete and playing hurt. It's only now that they're getting their players back, but it's a bit too late to make that semis run. Revilla with such great reaction again. Great target there by Tolentino. Finally scores her 8th point. She was stuck at 7. That seems like forever.
That's a start for Kat Tolentino to get her groove on. Even if they're out of contention, you would still want to end this with a win.
And maybe they will play loose right here now that they've lost the first 2 sets. Chisaet gets the score there. Can you believe that this girl, she's 38 years old, Neil, and not only is she playing, she's playing at such a high level in modern volleyball too. She has adjusted her game. She has reconditioned her body, which started last conference. Been amazing to watch Chisaet.
Back-to-back points for Kat Tolentino.
Let's go downstairs to Alexis Tinsay right now.
Flying Titan and ex-Petrogas Angel Cherry Nunag shared to me how excited she is to play against her former team as she is familiar with their coaching system. This is going to be their first time playing against the Angels, so it's going to be both nostalgic and competitive at the same time. What's unbeatable about Choco Mucho is their family bonding. Coming from Cherry, who's new to Choco Mucho, it's refreshing to play daw with people who believe in each other. Cherry said this may be their last run, pero kakabig sila hanggang sa kaya. Let's see with Pongay set if she turns this into a point.
Cherry Nunag, some of the players, of course, who have joined Choco Mucho together with Duque Vinsanya, Des Cheng, Jem Ferrer also from previously, all part of the new recruits. Phillips. Oh! Again,
Another miscue
between Cheng and that's maybe a product, Neil, and I'm not making excuses for them, but is this a product? Let's turn it into a question. Is this a product of them not just playing enough games together?
Well, that's a possibility. Pero matagal na rin kasing magkakasama ito mga to in our previous conference, in training. So you would assume that they would have that fluid communication on the court.
That's out.
Remy Palma trying to target that corner pocket once again. That was outside.
PDL. Beatriz De Leon. Serving 4-3. Palma again. The power tip. Cat.
There was a check ball. Bumalik kay Kat yung bola, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. Lumer's gonna talk to one of the linesmen. Oh, I thought it hit Kat's forearm on the way back. But they have a better advantage. Let's look at this.
Yep, this should be a point for PETRO GAZZ. Bumalik muna kay Kat before it went outside.
Right.
But they do not have that benefit. But this is the right call from the first referee.
And no protest from the side of Coach O. Probably saw the same thing. Hitting the body, not the forearm. The body, side body of Kat Tolentino. Side gets us going for this rally. 4-all. Kat very productive here in the second set. 10 points.
Matching the output of Bongay Gaston at 10.
She was stuck, as we said, at 7 for almost, well, actually the whole of second set. Scored 6 in the first, 1 early in the second, and that was it. That's a 2-point lead for Choco Mucho now, 6-4.
Yes, Cheng. Dahil erratic yung gameplay ni Isa Molde ngayon, doing a great job.
Neil, I have a player question for you. Prior to a game like this, if you were a player for Choco Mucho, would you rather know what the technicalities are, or would you approach this na pwede bang wag sabihin sa amin basta we'll go for the win?
Even if the coaching staff doesn't tell them, alam nila yun eh.
It's all over.
Just by watching the previous games, looking at the team standings, may mga
Social
personal
media
computations na ginagawa yung mga players.
Would you rather know? Or would you just go out there
I
if
would
you had a
rather
choice?
know.
Okay.
Para lang alam namin yung specific board.
7-5. Iba rin yung pressure, no? Na parang, it's such a unique pressure to say, oh, you have to win tomorrow or today. It's another kind to say, oh, you have to win in 3 sets.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Especially against PETRO GAZZ.
Oo, yun pa. Para mo sinabing no room for error eh. Right now, it's 8-5. Choco Mucho ahead. Watching the 2022 PVL Invitational Conference, which players have impressed you the most from PETRO GAZZ and Choco Mucho? That is our Twitter question. DMZ says, for me, the player that will always impress me is Kat Tolentino. She's always consistent as the main scorer every game, despite the struggles of the team. Always remains positive, always ready to play. 10 points for her today. MJ Gianelli.
Oliveros of both teams, Bang Pineda and Denden Lazaro Revilla, have impressed me the most. Their floor defense are top-notch. Walang lumalapag na bola sa kanila.
Unfortunately, we haven't seen Bang Pineda today. Isa Maizo Pontillas impressed me the most. She's consistent in offense and defense. Still one of the best opposites in the country from Clee. Agree 100%. Neil Flores showed some love to Bang Pineda and then De Lazaro at the start of this game.
Now, Nicole Tiamzon is getting involved in the scoring picture for the PetroGAZZ Angels. Medyo quiet yung performance ni Nicole Tiamzon. Only 4 points. It has been Pontillas, Phillips, and Pablo doing much of the damage for the GAZZ Angels.
She had 13 in the last match against the Signal HD Spikers. That's in.
Great target for Remy Palma. These are the balls na mahirap talagang ma-receive. Lalo yung sasakto lang dun sa linya.
And you practice that so much, diba? Yung target practice. And even the great liberos sometimes were not able to get to it.
And back-to-back aces for Remy Palma.
7 points for her, Neil. And all of a sudden, that is a 3-0 run. If I'm not, 4-0 run. 9-8. These runs are the ones that have crippled Choco Mucho. First set, the run towards the end of the set. Second set early. They had a run to come up with a 6-point lead. And now another one.
Yung maganda ng ginagawa ng PetroGAZZ, they're trying to avoid Denden Lazaro Revilla on the reception. It's either you target Ponge Gaston or Kat Tolentino dun sa likod. And that has been effective for the GAZZ Angels.
To eliminate Kat from the equation. I would avoid Revilla too. Chance ball here for PetroGAZZ, and again, a familiar refrain. MJ Phillips, 16 points.
The 16th point of MJ Phillips. And nakikita natin, pag nagkakagulo yung Choco Mucho, that's the time na binibilisan ni Chisa at yung sets niya.
Such a wise setter.
Iwan na iwan tayo eh. Tumatalon pa lang din tayo. Okay, ganun din, Bea. Makinig tayo ang middle, ha? Sinabi ko sa'yo, high percentage. The more percentage, nagbibigay ka ng mga... Hindi nyo, ha? Pag yung bola pumatak dito, percentage ibibigay dito eh. Ibibigay dyan. So we have to expect it na. So you have to jump right away. Split seconds na kayo mauna. Paano na patakot pa lang? Okay. Buhay na maputi. Paano tayo na maputi? Come on.
Hey, Titan! Press!
Sag na kayo ni...
Timeout by Coach O. As the lead is with PetroGAZZ. 2 sets to love. 10-8 here, set number 3. And Palma will get us going for this rally. Lumer Pajarillo making sure that everything's dry on the side of the Choco Mucho side. Palma taking her time. Tolentino. Palma able to dig. Palma again, solid on the digging. Pontilla solid on counter-attacking.
Let's give credit to Remy Palma. 2 excellent digs that paved the way for Maizo Pontillas to go for that down-the-line hit. Again, Pongay Gaston letting go of that block. And as a lefty, alam natin, strong angle din nila yung zone na yan. This is another 3-point lead for the PetroGAZZ Angels.
After being down by 3, 5-8. High ball. The tip works. Phillips leading the parade with 17.
And yes, she is a middle blocker, but she's at 17 points already.
Tama, you're right.
Yung mga numbers na yan, pang wing spikers eh, but she's having a field day.
Parang yung 15 puntos ni Mika Reyes in previous games. So, numbers you don't see a lot of MBs.
Choco Mucho getting a quick break, courtesy of that service error from Remy Palma, but they're still down by 3 points.
Nunag has had her issues in this section of the court. It's a nice serve, long ball. That will be a point for Choco Mucho.
Nagdalawang isip si Montillas. Ganun talaga when you hear the voices of your teammates or the coach, kung inside or outside, ikaw mismo magdududa ka kung kukunin mo ba or hindi.
Another long one. Good piston play there by Sayed to Kiamzon.
Now Chisa and MJ Phillips, this time dragging 2 blockers, not just one. Libreng-libre si Nicole Tianzon to get that kill.
That's all because of the 17 points that MJ Phillips has. Babantayan mo talaga eh. Tolentino, long, no check.
Another unforced error will add on to the lead of the PetroGAZZ Angels, and they are poised to take this in 3 convincing sets.
Dina Wong now moves to the bench. Jem Ferrer is back. Lazaro, Revilla. Somebody scratched the net from the PetroGAZZ side.
They will take it. They will need all the bonus points that they can get.
MJ sent back. Tiamzon sent back. It's a good ball. Jem will bump it. Cruz has been solid. Good coverage by Jem, but this will sail out. 15-11. Pauline from the other end.
That's the 11th point of Pongay Gaston in this ball game.
Yeah, if this is how PetroGAZZ were playing, it would be lovely to see them in the semifinals. Of course, that's all now gone. But it's so good to see them when they're playing so well and loose and enjoying and having fun.
You can consider this as their own build-up papunta sa ating next conference in October.
Technical timeout as Philip scores her 18th point. We will be back. Back inside, Volleyball Central for the final match of the preliminary round of your 2022 PVL Invitation. Match number 21 on day 10. That's in. At Tolentino aiming for the long balls.
Isa Molde is back in the ball game.
Ferrer continues to set. Very smart hit for Cap. Easy first ball for Pontillas. Good reaction by Nunag. Pablo. Jem back to Kat. She back to Myla. Chance here for Petrogaz. Good reaction by Jem. Pablo sends it over for a free ball. Still alive. Nabitin si Pablo. Tolentino. Pontillas is ready. And Myla Pablo is the one who ends that long rally with her 14th point.
Myla Pablo, very consistent in today's game. She has been working with a lot of tough angles, but she has continued to score for the Petrogaz Angels. Again, the lead is at 4.
She had 9 points in the previous win. She was on the verge of being the 5th player in double figures for Petrogaz. Jem to Isa. Isa with a pickup. Nunag is checked. Ooh, Nunag falls down. Parang natapilok ng bahagya. Pabalik si Cherry Nunag as we are at the 18-13 mark. Trying to tighten her shoes here. Let's look at what happened here. Nung pabalik siya paatras, going back, she might have stepped a little bit, yes, on Isa Molde's left foot. Not a full fold, but enough to get her in balance.
And you have to call there. Defense, attack. We understand, hindi tayo po pwedeng, sige, akin. Girls, kailangan natin ng aggressiveness. Hindi na ito pwedeng, hindi tayo bata dito. We have to be aggressive. Kung you still want to win, you have to be aggressive and you have to call out.
Cherry Nunag seems to be okay. She's coming back onto the floor, walking fine. Ferrer with her. She's Sayat and the rest of the GAZZ Angels 5-point lead. She's Sayat with 22 excellent sets. And Nunag sends it to the net.
Nothing working on the side of the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Petrogaz just 6 points away from improving their win-loss card here in our Invitational Conference.
Chanel Cheng watching on. Jamzon. Boy, were they ready for Kat Tolentino today.
I think Kat just 10 points if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, 11. Long time stuck at 7. Credit going to Raul Bicofort. Coaching very actively the last 2 games. Well prepared coming into this match with a nice schematic strategy against Choco Mucho. It's working right now, a 5-point lead. Soft attack. Block. Oh, and lumapag ang bola. 6-point lead and 5 points away from back-to-back wins to end the Invitational Conference.
That was a huge win against the Signal HD Spikers. And we already knew that coming into this ball game, iba yung Petro GAZZ na magpapakita against the Flying Titans.
Cruz will set it up. Pontillas for the cross court. Classic.
Even in the interview, nakita mo kung gaano ka-eager si Aiza Pontillas to play.
Look at that left hand. Look at that flip. It's so good to watch.
The substitution will not be allowed
By Loomer. Our first referee, our second referee is Jocelyn Del Rosario, our international referee, by the way. Edjet Mabayad, Regina Rocha there. Cruz has been solid. In the absence, we say absence of Van Pineda, who has not played in this match, as Cat Tolentino sends it to the net.
And even before, I already said this, Petro GAZZ has one of the best duos in that libero position. Cruz and Pineda, both steady on defense.
Agree. Not as spoken about and not as heralded as the others, but in combination, we know what they can do. That's off a touch. Only the second point of Isa Molde.
Diminished numbers really for Isa Molde in this ballgame. Not just Isa Molde, but also Cat Tolentino, coming from a 27-point performance, a 31-point performance.
Yeah, it really makes me wonder whether physically naubusan and O'Neal. Again, we don't expect these girls to be 100% right away, you know, from their health issues.
For me, it was really the effort of Petro GAZZ
True.
to take them out of the equation. Nasunod yung game plan ng coaching staff ng GAZZ Angels, targeting the right people on the floor, getting good touches, and
then overloading the #1 scorer in Cat Tolentino. Alam mo na, malaking ginawa. Matindi yung ginawa nung the other game, so they really overloaded her, and the look of there's disappointment now on BDL's face. Obviously, they had a chance. Cat Tolentino will move out. Regardless of what happens, Cat Tolentino has been tremendous in the few games that she has played here for Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Wala ka na rin masasabi kay Cat Tolentino talaga. Her effort. They wouldn't be even in a position today if not for her effort in the previous game, as Gaston is checked here and bounces out, so she will be credited for that for her 13th point. She comes on down the line and at the corner, and some of the fans of Choco Mucho now making their way to the exits. And that's going to take a while with the way that this venue has been packed. A sold out Phil Oil, Eco Oil Arena. Match point in the hands of Aiza Maizo Pontillas. Gaston rejected, and it is just right that it is MJ Phillips who closes the door on the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. What a game. What two games for the Petro GAZZ Angels.
this is a statement win for the Petro GAZZ Angels. They're sending a message to all of the other participating teams. We might not be in the semis for this specific conference, but watch out for us in the succeeding conference of the PVL.
Your postscript on the Choco Mucho Flying Titans.
Nothing to be ashamed of for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. We know that their lineup was depleted for the past 2 ball games. Hindi man sila umabot ngayon, but again, we just hope that yung road to recovery nila
Yun.
maging maayos. Also, para sa tamang build-up for our next
And
conference.
it starts today. They'll get some extra rest now, much deserved, and heal their bodies, recover, and definitely come back stronger in October. The Choco Mucho Flying Titans, who needed to win in either 3 or 4 sets, lose in straight sets fashion today against a team that had no pressure to win, but definitely all the reasons to want to win and finish the conference strong.
We have your best player of the game, Marjana Phillips, with 19 points, built of 16 attacks, 2 blocks, and 1 ace. Isa na lang, papasok na siya doon sa 20-point mark
no?
as a middle blocker, and she just showed a different ball game sa atin in today's game against Choco Mucho.
That follows up her 15-point performance against the Signal HD Spikers, and she's downstairs with Alexis Tinsay.
Here with me is player of the game, MJ Phillips. Congratulations, MJ, and the rest of the PETRO GAZZ Angels. MJ, you closed your end game of the season with the sweep. How big of a deal is this to you and your team?
Oh, it's amazing. We just like talked about it in the locker room. Like, it's our last game. Let's just go all out, nothing to lose, and yeah, just have fun.
All out it is.
Yeah.
And how proud are you, MJ, of your journey here, and what can we expect from the PETRO GAZZ Angels next season?
Oh, you can expect us coming back bigger and stronger. You know, we had a shaky start to this conference, but for sure we're gonna bounce back next conference.
And the fans will be expecting that. Congratulations again, MJ. Do you want to greet your family, your friends?
Yes. Hi, Mom and Dad. Lola, this one was for you, and thank you, PETRO GAZZ family. Thank you.
Congratulations again, MJ, and let's expect an intense semifinals action this coming Tuesday.
It begins on Tuesday. We thank Alexis Tinsay and her work, and we thank MJ Phillips and her time. And that's great news. You know what she said, that they can expect to bounce back and be stronger in the next conference. That we want to hear, Neil, because we know what they're capable of doing.
And for the PETRO GAZZ Angels fans, I'm sure they will be celebrating tonight's victory again. Back-to-back wins. They won against the undefeated Signal HD Spikers, and now they won against the Choco Mucho Flying Titans in 3 straight sets.
Right, and they just showed, you know, character. They just showed that they're a champion team and that they're a proud team, Neil. And they, you know, in the face of a shrieking Choco Mucho predominant crowd here, hindi na tinag ang PETRO GAZZ Angels here at the Phil Oil Echo Oil Arena.
16 attack points.
Double
in set
up,
number 3, double up nga against the 8th of the Choco Mucho Flying Titans and the Service Aces department. They got 3. And yan yung isa sa mga naging key weapons nila as they got their second win here in the Invitational Conference.
So let's make it official, Neil. Introduce to our audience who will make it to the semifinals as we check out our team standings and who will move on.
The top 4 is finally complete. The Creamline Cool Smashers, the Signal HD Spikers, the PLDT High Speed Hitters, and the Black Mamba Army Lady Troopers will enter our semifinals round with the 2 foreign teams na parating na dito sa Pilipinas.
Of course, Black Mamba Army, even with the loss earlier, 3-set loss against Creamline, makes it to the semifinals as we give you our games on Tuesday at 4 p.m. One game rather, and it will be 2 teams who made it to the semifinals of PLDT High Speed Hitters and the Army Black Mamba. That will be 2 of the 2 teams that are in the semifinals. And of course, as Neil mentioned, there is that team from the Kobe Shinhwa University of Japan and the Taipei King Whales of Taiwan as the guest teams who will be joining us soon enough. But that will begin our semifinal round, PLDT and Army, 4 p.m. And that will be here at the Phil Oil Echo Oil Center in San Juan Arena. What a crowd. What an atmosphere. The stakes were high for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans to win in 3 or 4 sets. The pressure was on, but PETRO GAZZ knew it. They played loose. They played with a lot of spirit. And And they won today in straight sets to finish the Invitational Conference on a very high note. For Neo Flores, Alexis Tinsay, I'm Boom Gonzalez. We'll see you in the semifinals of the PVL Invitational Conference, the heart of volleyball.